Alright, folks, so... Alright, so before we begin, you may have noticed that my room is starting to look a little cleaner. Well, guess who just graduated high school yesterday? Or rather, 2 days ago. This guy. So, yeah, so now I'm done with high school, so I'm done with everything now. So now I have more time on my hands, but I don't think I will have enough time because next week I'm going to Disney World, and then in July I'm going to be going to BronyCon, and then I'm going to Mitchell College for a few summer sessions, and then I only have like August to get my spare time. But even though I'm not done with school for now, at least, I don't think I'll have enough. So let's try to get at this out as much as possible. So let's keep going with season 4. This is For Whom Sweetie Belle Told. So this episode starts up at the Carousel Boutique as Rarity tries to make some dresses for Sapphire Shores, a pony that we haven't seen except for the one brief introduction in a dog and pony show. Well, it's good to know that they're bringing back some likable characters.
Belle, I adore having you help me, truly I do. But, yes, I got a little carried away. It's just that I know how important it is for you to finish this wardrobe in time for Sapphire Shores and our backup dancers. This is, without a doubt, my most prestigious order ever. After all, Sapphire Shores is the pony of pop, and her Equestria-wide tour launches in Canterlot next week.
Well, at least to her credit, she's at least better than Justin Bieber. Suck it!
Which means she must have these outfits by day after tomorrow at the latest.
Okay, I know this is a minor complaint, and I can't believe I have to say this, especially in the show like My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, but show, don't tell. Okay, like this is just exposition, but it's only like the first minute.
What is it, Tony? Barely. But I work well under pressure.
So Sweetie Belle wants to ask Rarity to make some dresses for her, and when she agrees to do so, let's just say things go over well. So later that night, Sweetie Belle brings Apple Bloom and Scootaloo over to perform a play that she written and directed all on her own. I'll give her this, at least Sweetie Belle is actually doing something to try to find some talent on her own.
I worked so hard on this play. I wrote it especially for the three of us. I directed it, I'm in it, I made the costumes. It's just that this is really my time to shine.
Alright. So Rarity arrives with the costumes, and...
It is for the first play you ever wrote, after all. So I made quite certain it came out just so. Places! Hello!
But Sweetie Belle feels a little hesitant. But they go out and perform the play, and... as the dresses look nice... and
anon, I come as forthwith and post haste with glad tidings, m'lady.
And it sounds like second graders trying to, and it sounds like second graders trying to perform Shakespeare. Seriously, it's yeah, good effort, Sweetie Belle, but this is awful.
Wow, a standing ovation.
Okay, they must have been taking something if they said there was a standing ovation for that. But at the after party, we find out they were at...
Wow, you guys, I think your sisters would have loved it. Would have? They're sorry, but they had to go help Mary to get Sapphire Shores' wardrobe ready to take the Canterlot in the morning.
Huh, so I guess maybe Rarity was lying about sewing under pressure. But then again, she's her... So yeah, so...
Even Rainbow Dash? Yeah, Mary fell way behind. Aww.
Oh.
Aw, cheer up. The show was great. I'll get you some punch.
Well, holy shit, writers. You actually managed to make Spike likable for the one scene he was in. Congratulations.
At least every pony else was able to stay loved in.
But...
the writing, the directing, or the acting? Oh, my, I love the dresses.
Yep, it turns out the standing ovation was for the dresses. And with that, Sweetie Belle gets frustrated that Rarity's talent overshines her hard work. And if the hard work is even worse than my usual recordings, such as this.
All of this is one headpiece? Indeed. This marvelous extravagance is the creme de la creme of the entire wardrobe. But alas, without this key hidden stitch, it's just a... I'm trying to think of a nicer way to say big bummer.
I smell foreshadowing! So as Rarity packed everything up, Sweetie Belle returns home in anger and jealousy.
Maybe I'll go take that moment to relax now. Sure do feel like relaxing. Right behind you. How could you? Oh, what amazing dresses. Oh, how I love the dresses. Dresses.
Well, how long did you take to perform on the play? If you had more time, you might have been able to... And then maybe the dresses will only be a side of the compliments. So then, Sweetie Belle begins to rant on her sister, basically overshining her.
Worried, you silly filly. There! I knew it! You did this on purpose! Stealing the spotlight like you always do. It's my 5th birthday party all over again.
I'm sure that won't come back later in any way.
The what now? Don't act like you don't remember. Or are you trying to prove you're a better actress than me, too? Sweetie Belle, if I did anything to upset you, then it means you made those dresses too good on purpose. I thought they were supposed to be good. Yes, good. Not jaw-dropping amazing. I only tried to do what I thought you wanted.
Ouch. Well, at least it goes to show. That really explains why a lot of people say that Rarity and Sweetie Belle are more relatable sisters than Applejack and Appleboom. And then later that night, Sweetie Belle continues to rant.
After everything I put up was only wrong. Sweetie Belle, get me some red ribbon. No, that's not red, that's cherry. No, that's not red, that's cinnamon. For Pete's sake, it's all red.
Well, at least to be fair, it isn't actually like a switch combination where it's 7 buttons, and if you have to turn this... You have to turn the switch to 1 button in to control the thermostat, and otherwise it will blow the whole thing at the Central Park Zoo that you could trust the lemurs instead of penguins. Don't ask how I know that.
You should probably go talk to her. At least Sapphire Shores will be all like, ooh, who sent you that red ribbon? Because I don't care about anything else you need. All I care about is that amazing red ribbon. But waiting would be best.
Wow, it really goes to show that even Opal is a little shocked. So because of that, later that night, Sweetie Belle decides to sneak in and actually sabotage the headpiece that Rarity made. And this is where a lot of people really start to really complain about the fact that they briefly villainized Sweetie Belle, which that's not really a smart move. But I think it works here for 2 reasons. First of all, it's actually a lot quicker, and we're going to find out sooner what... But villainizing a character who's generally sweet is never a good idea. But here's the second reason. Aside from it being shorter, Sweetie Belle does eventually learn right from wrong, as we basically get a dream sequence where she gets some reward, but is then ruined by... What is that, acid brain? But then she's protected by a familiar face. It's Princess Luna, who we have not seen since Sleepless in Ponyville.
What do you think?
Yeah, I was just about to say, what do you think? Okay, so while all this is happening, this is where I really got... I think what makes this episode really stand out is basically having Luna come as a great mentor to Sweetie Belle. So, aside from her great mentorship with Scootaloo, it really shines with her talking to Sweetie Belle, because what we're about to learn.
You just rescued me from a maniacal laughing Rarity class. Yeah, probably dreaming. I understand what
what you're going through, Sweetie Belle. I too have a sister who often shines more brightly than me. And with this, I have struggled.
It really shows how Luna has basically evolved since her time in Luna and Eclipse, and now is becoming a mentor to the CMNC, with everything that she learned from her past time and passing it on to a new generation to learn. It really shows how that Luna is actually a very good mentor and is just as good as Celestia. And thus we basically go down to the Crystal Carol roll, as we now basically head into Dreamland. Now, I know a lot of people say they aren't really impressed with, like, the dream sequence and stuff compared to the one Settle hit with Scootaloo and Sleepless in Ponyville, but I honestly really like it because, really think about it for a sec. Dreams aren't supposed to make sense. And it really just shows how far, like, the writers can go with much creativity and how much weirdness they can get. So remember that 5th birthday party that Sweetie Belle mentioned before? Well, guess what? We are now at the Ghost of Christmas Past.
This is my 5th birthday party. I decided to make a grand entrance. I made myself all beautiful, just like my big sister.
Am I the only one who finds that adorable? I mean, younger Sweetie Belle is older than normal. Little prepubescent teenage Sweetie Belle.
I was perfect, and then went to the stairs to enter like the belle of the ball. When
But
I finally came out of my room, I found the party going on with three of myself.
And of course you'll all want cake, won't you?
You're the greatest rarity.
Who is a birthday girl when you've got the birthday girl's amazing big sister?
so basically, that heartbreak was that one pony, not really rarities. But still, maybe Sweetie Belle is glad that she never saw her again. But that was only from the perspective of what Sweetie Belle tells us. The frick. Give me a break. Are you serious? The computer froze up. I gotta start over. So, yeah, what I was gonna say before... or we got rudely interrupted by Daily Motion's, like, really bad sense of what is going on. So, yeah. So we may know this from Sweetie Belle's perspective, but what Luna shows us next is basically the perspective from what Rarity was seeing. And it now shows us a blend, as it teaches younger kids, is try not to think about yourself, but try to look at things at a different perspective.
I'm sure she'll be able to
I really like it.
I'm tired of waiting. I say we get out of here before we all keel over from boredom. Parties after this fiasco.
I was going to save it to the end, but...
These pie flavors are the coolest. Awesome. Where did she get these? I made them myself.
And of course you'll all want cake, won't you?
Who is a birthday girl when you've got the birthday girl's amazing big sister?
Oh, no. All of these things was Sweetie Belle's idea. I just assisted with the execution. I guess...
See, it really shows and teaches kids about maybe you should see things in another perspective and not think about yourself. This is something I really like.
Rarity wasn't trying to steal the spotlight. She was trying to save my party.
And then thing goes into Madhouse. Well, as we head to the Ghost of Christmas Present. Or just the present in this case. As we see the pressure that Rarity is feeling right now.
Star ain't such a stickler for details. What if everything's not perfect enough?
Funny. I thought I was the only one who got worried about stuff like that.
Oh, fuck out, Rarity. Stop this foolishness. You've done your best and there's nothing to chance. All that's needed now is a good night's rest.
And why is everything in X-ray vision?
I hope everything goes alright for her tomorrow.
Well, you pulled the string out earlier for that brief villainization. So now we are about to go into the Ghost of Christmas Future.
Go see what the future holds if you fail to rein in your worst instincts.
basically, in short, the dress piece falls apart and Rarity goes into a depression.
Looks like I made a mistake here. But this is impossible. I checked and rechecked everything. This couldn't have happened. You sure about that, honey? Please, you must believe me. Listen to my sister.
And this is where things spiral out of the mindfuck central. As Sweetie Belle goes into a more dream sequence and basically sees Rarity going,
To hear a funny story about my ex-costume designer.
I know a lot of people criticize it, how she took it a little too far, but honestly, I think it's a really good lesson and for Sweetie Belle to learn, considering, you know, she was the one who caused all this. And well, I guess maybe Pinky is the only one who has a cuckoo in the head side. So Sweetie Belle wakes up and realizes her mistake, and that's another thing I like about the villainization that's quickly fixed, aside from it being short, is that she learns her lessons and knows what she did is wrong. So she gets Apple Bloom and Scootaloo to go to Canterlot without... Really? They're going to talk about songs now? Because her sister's line is...
Seriously, didn't know that? Don't you listen to her music? I prefer showcase.
Hey, that's basically me in a conversation about trying to listen to pop music. Where I just usually listen to rock music and everybody looks at me like I'm weird.
5, 6, 7, 8, bam! Oh, bravo! Fabulous! Magnifique! One more time. From the top. Let's not embarrass me in front of my favorite designer this time.
And this is another thing that I also like about the episode. Aside from Luna, we also get a great characterization of Sapphire Shores, who is basically demanding, but is not stuck up about it. Unlike most celebrities nowadays.
And a 1, 2, 3, 4.
But you have to let us in. I'm Sapphire Shores.
And liking what I see so far. So is this the whole shebang?
Actually,
But before Rarity can get the final piece, the CMNC decide to basically just zip line down the pole as they basically...
here it is.
What, did that window follow on Tom and Jerry logic? Give me a...
The cinnamon ribbon. You'll love it. Sweetie Belle.
You know her.
Just a minute.
And thus we get ourselves like a Benny Hill sketch, I mean. I wish I can fast forward this, but... So Sweetie Belle manages to break off into the other room where Princess Luna is waiting. For some reason. So she knew everything was gonna happen. So Luna knew everything was gonna happen and knew the events that were going to play out. So she basically went into the, without the guards seeing her, and whatever. It's nice to see Princess Luna.
Oh, good. This is just a dream.
Actually, no. This is very much real.
Well, then again, you woke up this morning, so you shouldn't.
Oh, Luna. I wish none of this ever happened. What am I gonna do?
Let's begin with this.
And we didn't know that Luna was a really good sewer.
I know how you can even improve it.
I would like to know what in the wide, wide realm of Equestria this sense of yours is all about. And I want to know now. Do you have any idea how important this job is to me? silly I do. I was upset at you for stealing the spotlight from me at the play, so I pulled out the center stitch to the headpiece so it would fall apart.
What?
But then I realized I didn't want your future to be ruined forever and ever, so
And make you turn into a crazy lunatic.
I came back to change it before it was too late. So, here it is. It's all fixed. Please forgive me.
Wait, what is this?
Trust me, Sapphire Shores is gonna love it.
Rarity, this isn't going to work out. You don't get to my level of success without learning to read the signs. And this situation has bad luck written all over it.
I promise you'll absolutely adore the headdress as soon as you see it.
So she puts on the headdress and it doesn't fall apart.
My, it is attractive, but...
Look at the stitching. Real close.
Well, I'll be. It's a dolphin. That's my lucky animal. It follows me in my dreams.
Wherever did you come up with the idea for a dolphin? Oh, it just came to me.
In a dream.
Dream.
I just said that.
I'm sorry I got jealous about those dresses. I know now that you were only trying to help. Oh, Scooby, I forgive you. But I never did get to see your play. Any chance I can catch an encore performance?
No!
I don't think the play was all that good.
Okay.
To be honest, the costumes were the best part.
Well, at least it's good to know that you learn your mistakes. I mean, really think about it, my older videos are, now that I look back on it, they're really, really bad. And even some of my older reviews, but I'll get into that when we get there. So at least you learn from your... So we get a brief little hug, and thus that was For Whom Sweetie Belle Toils. And it was good. I'm not gonna act like this episode was perfect, but honestly, the complaints that are really brought up about this episode, I'm just not really sure about I mean, yeah, the villainizing of Sweetie Belle for that brief moment was kind of, seriously, why? And, what else? Oh, yeah, right. The dream sequence near the end might have been a little too harsh for Sweetie Belle, and by extension, younger kids, but then again, it's supposed to learn a lesson, and there really isn't a lot I can really complain about. Now, there was a lot of jokes I laughed at. The moral was really something to relate to, and it was really something to say. Don't get jealous of other people's success, and also try to learn from different perspectives and not focusing about yourself. And I really like the dream sequences. Honestly, I think I really much prefer the dream sequences here than that one brief moment in Stateless and Ponyville. Don't get me wrong, it's still a good, but it really is nice to see the writers basically go full out with it. So I really liked it. And of course, it was just really great to see Luna again, and basically see how much of a mentor she is, to show that she's actually a good mentor to Celestia. So, as a whole, there really isn't a lot to complain about, aside from some minor complaints, but other than that, it was really good. I'd say, For Whom the Sweetie Belle Toils gets an A-. And, whew, oh, that was a long... So I'm Flick Gamer, and next time we are going to take a look at Leap of Faith. See you guys next time. Bye.